right, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to.
Hey, yo, listen to Mikey Barxxx.
Not the aftertaste
On the Wine Night Podcast.
Now, my aftertaste, this is something I've been feeling for a while now, but I finally just like, let me just get my shit off. I get tight and annoyed every word you could think of when people act like anything, like never say anything. Formal attire is the only time black men can dress up. And what I mean by that is this. Like, there's been like this growing movement since I can't even know when, but it's like, you see how now it's like, it's cool now for like, people, not gonna say cool now, but like, there's a big population appreciation of black men when they wear suits and they wear shoes and they get dressed up to go to brunch and shit like that. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's like, it's frustrating because what ends up happening is it's not like one of those things where it's like, okay, I can appreciate formal attire or things like that and appreciate streetwear. It's kind of like how people be like, oh no, light skin is just a preference. No, you love light skin and you got shit on dark skin people too. And it's like, it's annoying because like, I'm obviously a streetwear person. Like, I love my sneakers. I love, you know what I mean, denim. I love wearing, you know, T-shirts, graphic tees, you know, merch from my favorite artists, shit like that. And I love wearing those brands like Undefeated and Stussy and all that different type of shit. Nobody ever says anything to me when I wear that stuff. And then these outfits are like put together fucking well. But the second I put on a polo, some slacks and shit, oh my gosh, Mike, you're so dressed up. And it's like, or I wear like a bag, like I have like a messenger bag or whatever the case may be. And it's like, it frustrates me because all types of fashion should be appreciated, in my opinion, regardless of what it should, regardless of like what it is or whatever the case may be. Don't appreciate a style because of like what categories, and appreciate it for the work that's put into it. You know
it's funny because all of that, like that you mentioned, is also, it's like categorized as like ghetto or hood or, you know, insert whatever word you want to use for the black community. But also it is synonymous with like high fashion, which always blows my mind, right? So it depends on who's wearing it. If you're wearing it, it's ghetto. If Justin Bieber's wearing it, I don't know, I'm just calling out a name, it's high fashion or whatever model, I guess, like white person that you'd like to use there. It's just one of those things that is like a catch-22. You know, we start this shit, they tell us it's bad and then they take it.
It's a fact. It's like when, like you said, when you see the girl in Louis Vuitton, which brand was it that came out with what was it, a headscarf? What they called the do-rag?
Oh, please don't get me tight. I don't remember who did it, but I remember.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Headscarf, and then charge $400 for it. I said, y'all better get the fuck out of my face.
Bro, I'm going to take my ass right to beauty supply. What the fuck you talking about? Like,
man, I ripped my bedsheet and wear it on my head before.
Bro, we've been wearing monogram headscarves and shit like that. Wearing that shit. We don't need y'all niggas. Like, but anyway, on top of that, like another thing, and for those of you who fall into that category, who like to shame streetwear and only big up like wearing I don't know what to call it besides dressed up clothes. Like, I don't know what that category is. But like, it feels like y'all niggas just want to be white and y'all just want to shit on anything black. Because at the end of the day, like, it's not even about like black people can't not wear suits. It's just that black people created streetwear. We made it popular. So why do you want to shit on the thing that we created, made popular, got people in China losing their minds for, but then only like y'all just want to just be closer to suits and button downs and bow ties and shit that we didn't even create. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice thing. I like to wear it too. It's nice. But it's like you don't have to shit on one to big up the other one. You know what I mean?
It's true. But it goes back to, like you said, like who created it? Who told us that we have to be in suits in order to be respected? Yeah. It's that respectability politics that kind of go in there. Like, if you're not wearing this, I can't take you seriously. And unfortunately, like, we're only able to break through that barrier even a little bit once we become wealthy or rich or whatever the case may be. Then it's accepted because you have enough money, right? It's like that I said before, you know, your sense of worth is attached to your bank account, right? Like, how much do you own? Like, how much are you worth in that sense? And so it seems like you're only able really to break that barrier when your worth, which is like your money, is through the roof, which is extremely unfortunate because, I mean, the way people be out here wearing polos and stuff every day, it gets on my nerves. Like, I want to be able to see people like bring their fire shit out to work because it's better.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I have actual proof now. Whether I wear a button-down shirt or I'm sitting in my drawers in a wife beater, I can still answer emails with the same quality. Like, so I can tell you right now, that dress code shit means nothing. Y'all be squaring up and down. You could trust somebody more when they got a suit on. Remember, the nigga that's ripping you off at the dealership for your car wore a suit. So don't forget, like, just because somebody's wearing something don't mean that means that they're better or they're more upscale, whatever the case may be. And another thing is that y'all do this shit with everything else. The only time I get a compliment about my hair is when the shit is freshly done, tied down, and matted down. But when my shit is up and out like this, right, and quote unquote messy, but healthy and full and shining and glistening, nobody got shit to say. So in every way, y'all just do this. As long as something is closer to black, y'all hate it. And when something's closer to white, y'all love it. So y'all really need to start checking yourselves and figuring out, like, what do you actually love? What do you actually support? And be real with yourself.
Well, I mean, you got to tell people to do the work because not everybody understands, that idea, right? We're assuming that they understand. But Google is free. So, type in respectability politics and see what pops up. Like, type in, where all of this stuff came from and why there is such what's the word that I'm looking for? A double standard in terms of, streetwear, quote unquote streetwear, and, dressing up. And like you said, don't get me wrong, I love a good dress. I love a good pantsuit, on myself and on the men's. And then, hey, y'all, hey, sweatpants season coming out. With that color gray. Anyway, but just in general, I think that it's important for us to recognize, like you said, what that does and what it does to us and how we see each other. Because, some people, they decide me when I wear certain things to work. And honestly, I'm still getting paid. So fuck y'all.
Whatever it is, man. But yeah, just to wrap it all up, I want to make sure that it's clear what we're saying. We are not saying that black men can't wear suits. We are not saying that. I'm not saying that I dislike.
I was about to say this your segment. No.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that. I dislike those things. I know y'all like to take part of what people say and start ranting in the comment sections about that or cancel people because of that.
Why are you so negative today? My God.
It's the aftertaste. The fuck? It's my rant. Let me rant.
Oh, you right. Too much tart. You know
what I'm saying? So nobody's saying that. All we're saying is that please appreciate all forms of fashion. If you don't, then you don't love fashion. And that's fine. But just be real. You're in a box. Stay in a box.
Right.